So this is the seventh video of the Ashok Leyland trade analysis, and we have discussed three important things in our last video. The first one, we shall be always using the horizontal support and resistance instead of using some kind of slope like this or that. Like some people makes resistance and support lines like this. They connect the higher highs, making a trend line, but it creates huge confusion because this is a trend line as well as this is the trend line now. Which shall you call a support or resistance? It makes a huge kind of confusion. So no slopes are considered here in the daily candle frame or this strategy. So as you can see, okay, I forgot about the third point. The third point is in an uptrend, always move the stop loss or closing basis stop loss in the end of the troughs. Like we are moving the stop loss in the troughs. Do not move the stop loss in the peaks, because when we move the stop loss in the peak, what happened, there is a candle from the upside to downside which you reached here and retest it back. So if you make the stop loss move to the higher highs, use it only as a CBSL, closing basis stop loss. So in case of a doji, if you put the trailing stop loss at the doji high or doji low, or in cases of the higher highs in uptrend or lower highs in case of a, or lower lows in case of a downtrend, you should use the closing basis stop losses only. So this is an important note. So right now we can see, so this is a support line and it has been bouncing from here. And if we are seeing the past support line and if we are connecting here, so we can actually aggressively enter at this place with a stop loss at this level. Okay, but it opened actually gapped up. So there is no trend as of now, and this level of support is holding. So we do not need this one anymore. We shall be moving forward, and we cannot also put a buy here because it has already started moving, and it is a huge 4% upside from 100 to 106, sorry, 6%. Already it has already retested a huge levels. So we shall be only observing because there is no trade that has been confirmed yet. So it is moving a hammer point, so it is going on a consolidations. So this is our current support as of now, and this is our current resistance as of now. If these levels are broke, we shall be taking any trade. So again, it is moving on a consolidation, and this level is almost getting broke. This level is broken. So this is pretty consolidating move, and we can consider this as a swing high. So let's complete this. I think I made this. Okay. So this is a higher high. So right now it is moving on a, it did a bounce and it is searching for a trend, and our support is here. It made a green candle. So we can just, this time our green candle has ended in a very decent area. So we can just start it to long it if it doesn't gap up in the next day with the stop loss at this point. Okay. So it opened up at pretty decent level 103 when the early it made a high of 103.2. It opened here at 103.65, 103.6. So we opened our long trade here at 24.8. This is a very aggressive entry because there has been no trend confirmed yet. So we have entered at 103.6, which is the open of that day. And this is an aggressive. There is no trend as of now. We're just doing on a risk reward basis, and our risk is very small here. As you can see, it started to move up. So there is no point of moving the stop loss right now because it has not broken this previous higher high. We shall be only observing as of now. This has broken this past higher high. Now this is the time to do some action. So let's finish this, whatever, drawing of the lines connecting the higher highs and higher lows. Okay, and we shall be moving our stop loss to a very low mild level because it can be making a huge swing here also. So we don't want to hit a stop loss. So we are putting a stop loss at the end of the day's low in the day which we have entered, which is at 102.22. It is pretty much less, and you can also move the stop loss to here also, but that is the aggressive move. So it is right now making a small red candle, and this level is totally broke up. So this is the time we should move our stop loss to this level, the end of this candle and the high of this. And as we are moving this at the of higher high in, and it is an uptrend as of now, it will be a closing basis trailing stop loss. So this is straight high. So let's see the next day. Next day it has made a doji, so we need to move our stop loss to the end of the doji, and again this is a closing basis stop loss because it is a doji. So when a doji is broken, it can also retrace back. So many of the time it retraces back. So it is now consolidating at this level. Still it is not hitting the stop loss, but it's because it is written closing basis, and it again moved higher, and this time it broke the higher level of the doji and also came back. So it is again consolidating, and we are doing nothing as of now. It has completed the first candle which has been closed at the high of the doji, beyond the high of the doji. So this is the time we should move our trailing stop loss to at some point. We are moving it to here at the end of the green candle. But actually the correct will be the correct, so actually the correct thing will be not to move the stop loss because it can make again a swing there. Because as you can see, let me connect these lines. It is advisable not to move the stop loss, but I am moving it because the stop loss actually theoretically should be here, but it is moving more up, still moving up, and I'm putting my stop loss a bit slight higher at the high of this level. And as it is a higher high in an uptrend, it will be closing basis stop loss. And it started to coming down, but it is a closing basis stop loss, so our stop loss is not hitting as of now. It's doing a consolidation, as you can see, still consolidating, and it closed here. So at the closing of the day, it closed at 114.30. So it is a closing basis stop loss. We have to consider 114.30 as our stop loss. Meanwhile, there is another interpretation of this. So let me first complete this one. So we were saying this was a closing basis stop loss. But if you look at this endpoint, this is a perfectly clear swing low, higher low. So this closing basis stop loss, trailing stop loss has been converted to a stop loss here. So this is an aggressive stop loss because it is confidently and decisively breaking this uptrend when this low is broken. So our stop loss is hit at 115.7 instead of 114.30. So this is a case where you can see the closing basis stop loss at the point of at the higher high is changing to a normal stop loss because another swing low is getting formed, and it is always good, it is always favorable to put the stop loss at the end of a swing low rather than a swing high in uptrend. So it is your choice that your stop loss is hit at 114.430 or 114 point, let me see, 114.30 or the swing low, which is the low of this candle, 114.65. So I am putting 114.65 as of now because it is the swing low, and we are changing the stop loss to a correct stop loss because it is breaking the uptrend at this level. It is getting broken at 22.9. So this is not aggressive anymore, it is called an uptrend. So what happened here? So it is making a clear uptrend, and our stop loss, and we set a stop loss at the higher high of this level, and this trailing stop loss was considered as a closing basis trailing stop loss because it is situated at the higher high of the uptrend. But when the uptrend made another swing low or higher low, we have to shift our stop loss from here to here, and this uptrend is broken as of now, you can see. So because I have told that I will not change the stop loss, as which is my mistake. So in this case I will put the stop loss at 114.3, which is the close of that day, which in which day the stop loss has been hit, and I have already told I am closing as a closing basis stop loss. So it is totally my mistake, so I shall be putting the stop loss at 114.3 instead of the low of this candle, 114.65. So because we are forward testing, so there are some mistakes which I am committing because of my trading mentality, because I have not seen the swing low when I was thinking to move the stop loss or not, which will happen in real time also. So I am just honoring that. So in this trade we have made another profit of 74,900, but we made a huge mistake with to not converting our stop loss to the swing low, and I shall be careful on the next time. But it is a good return with a win ratio of 75 and total trades of 8. The return stands at 153%.